Hello, welcome to this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona, and hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Welcome to the show, NFL Week 13, Thanksgiving, and Black Friday. We've got a total of 4 games that we're going to run through in this episode. This week is one of my favorite weeks with those Thanksgiving games, and then we get a Black Friday game, and then we get on to our regular schedule as we get kind of into the stretch run, right? So if you're new to our show or been here before, welcome back or welcome aboard. Great to see everybody here. We appreciate you watching the show. All of our shows brought to you by the world's #1 sports betting app, Outlier. If you want to check it out, they're going to give you 7 days for free. Just check it out. See if you like it. You can find the link in the comment section or the YouTube channel page. Make sure you take advantage of that. 7 days to help you figure out sports betting a little bit more if you want it. And if you don't like it at the end of the week, cancel it. No charge, no skin off their back. They're pretty sure if you try the free trial out, you're going to like it. That's kind of the big thing there. But anyway, make sure you check that out in the comment section or YouTube channel page. And Discord channel is available for all of you out there as well. Same 2 spots, channel page, comment section. You'll find the links on both of those. Join a couple hundred plus members that love doing the same thing that you do. Sports Wager, get all of our bets early, get our unit sizes. And besides all of that, you're going to get multiple cappers throwing stuff out there. Players are putting down a lot of the parlays that they like as well. There's a lot of action going on in that channel. We cover both college and pro football, college and pro basketball, Major League Baseball, and some bonus material. We'll probably have something for Formula One this week with coming up as well as we get rolling around, as we get away from a lot of the rain and all that kind of crap that's been going on the schedule. Anyway, let's get to the NFL with these games. We'll get started. The beautiful thing about the NFL is it's 3 standalone games on Thanksgiving Day. 1 o'clock Eastern time frame. Packers at the Lions. Lions get their normal hosting day. Lions favored 2.5, 48.5 total in this particular one here. Lions got lucky last week against the Giants. They did not play well early, but figured out how to come back against the Giants defense. The Giants defense isn't that bad. I just don't think they've got enough depth. So as the game goes along, they definitely get a little bit more winded, I would think. It's probably the easiest way to say that. But Lions were disappointing in that thing early and giving up a ton of sacks against that Giants front line. If they got that kind of issue here, this could spell trouble because the Packers got a lot of pass rush as well. But it is Lions. It is at home. Now, on Thanksgiving, they haven't been great. But the Packers on the road haven't been great either. So, division game, 2.5. I think this thing probably boils down to a field goal, but we do like the Lions to pull this thing out. Lions money line first quarter, first half, and then -2.5 for the game. Bates for the Lions, 3+ extra points. I think that the Lions are still going to score, and they're going to have to keep up on the other side. The Packers are. Goff, 54+ passing yards first quarter. That number's been at 55 of most of the season. It went to 60 last week, and of course, it was almost an immediate under. Now back down to 54 in that one for the first quarter. St. Brown, 7+ receptions. Jared Goff, 2+ passing TDs. Jameson Williams, by the way, I had 1 target, no catches, no nothing last week. Nice week, sir. They just paid you a bunch of money. Under 9.5 receiving yards first quarter. Gibbs, 30+ receiving yards. St. Brown, 22+ yards, longest reception. Then we get on to Jared Goff, 33+ pass attempts. St. Brown, 76+ receiving yards. And we'll finish off this game with Jared Goff, 240+ passing yards. I mean, that one there. I think they're going to have to throw the ball. I don't expect them to be extremely successful running it. That's normally an issue when it comes to the Lions. They normally need to run it, get a little play action pass going, things of that nature. Don't know if we're going to see a bunch of that. And this one, I think Goff's definitely going to – his arm is definitely going to have to rule the roost in this one. Just being flat out honest here with you, if the Lions are going to get this win. We think they are, and we think Goff's going to have a good day. Jordan Love on the other side, is it just me? It always seemed like he's throwing off his back foot. Jordan Love, I think, can be really good It's just, and they constantly want to run the ball, even when they're not successful doing it. They'll run it 30 times a game, even if they're getting 3 yards a carry. It's kind of frustrating watching that offense, but we'll see what's going to happen in this particular spot here. Like I said, we do like the Lions. The Packers on the road have been god awful. I mean, they lost to the freaking Browns. They have not played well on the road, and they've been behind in a lot of games. And I think if you get down to the Lions later in the game, they're going to try to grind that clock out with that run game with Gibbs and Montgomery. All right, let's get to it. 4:30 Eastern time frame. Chiefs, Cowboys getting their normal Thanksgiving Day game as well. Very excited for this one. The Chiefs last week, let's be honest, was god-awful for the first basically 3 quarters of that game. That offense, I understand they tried to run the ball, and they were decent at it last week. But are we freaking kidding me? Mahomes starts off the game basically with the pick. They're down early. It's 20-9 in the fourth quarter. The defense, I thought, played really well. I mean, you hold a team to 20 points, that's fantastic. The offense, what is going on there? They're throwing the ball. Even though they ran the ball pretty successfully, Mahomes still threw the ball 40-plus times. Everything is a short pass. Nobody's going any depth whatsoever. It's not the 40 yards down the field. It's the 20-yard crosser. It's the 15-yard dig route. Everything is like 5 to 7 yards. And then Mahomes is looking everywhere, it seems like, and having to buy time because the guys aren't getting open. Separation's been an issue for the Chiefs receivers. Even though they've got some talent there with Worthy and Rice, they're not getting enough separation. Kelsey, once again, they forgot about him in the second half of that game and went more wide receiver into the backs a little bit more. Smith out of the backfield has actually been pretty solid catching the ball. Kareem Hunt even got a couple of catches last week. Noah Gray got rocked and one big catch he had. But anyway, enough about that one. The Cowboys defense is not the Colts defense. I think the Colts defense is much better. This game in Dallas, Mahomes going back to Texas. Now, the Cowboys had a monster win against the Eagles. This is a primetime flat spot coming off of that win, coming back from 21-0 to win that game. We do like the Chiefs in this particular – we'd like the Chiefs to win. We think the Cowboys are probably going to get the cover. And we can't trust the Chiefs early in this game either, as they've been not good in the first half of games. So Cowboys plus a half. I would focus on the first quarter, first half for the Cowboys. I think they're going to come out and play well early. Cowboys plus a half first quarter, 2.5 first half, 3.5 for the game. And this is coming from a big Chiefs fan, folks. So, I've been a Chiefs fan for, 50 years. Trust me, this is not something I want to play with the Cowboys. I think if the Chiefs win, they win by a field goal. The question is, I think they can win this game. Just that offense has been sluggish. I do not, like I said, I don't quite understand. And then I think the biggest reason for it is the offensive line. When is Jawan Taylor done? This guy they get so many penalties. It's unbelievable on how many penalties they get, especially coming from the offensive line. And the majority of them are Taylor. Either it's offsides, I can't line up right, holding. Oh, my God. Jawan Taylor needs to be gone. That experiment for the last few years has not worked out. Anyway, Dak, 270-plus passing and rush yards combined. Kareem Hunt, anytime touchdown second half. Xavier Worthy, 38-plus receiving yards. Worthy, 6-plus receiving yards in the first quarter. Hollywood Brown, 12-plus yards, longest reception. Jake Ferguson, 35-plus receiving yards. Kareem Hunt, we told you about anytime touchdown second half. We'll also take him for an anytime touchdown as well. So if he just runs one in the second half, we can cash both those plays. Like that even better, right? Mahomes, 207-plus passing yards. They're going to have to throw the ball, I think, a bunch. Mahomes, throw a pick because he's done it a lot. Expected in the first half. Hollywood Brown, 18-plus receiving yards. Mahomes, 25-plus completions. Dak Prescott, 2-plus passing TDs. Let's see. Jake Ferguson, 15-plus yards, longest reception. The Chiefs love giving up stuff to the tight ends. Mahomes, 37-plus pass attempts. Kareem Hunt, Pacheco's back, so his rush yards total down to 35. We'll take that. Ferguson, 5-plus receptions. So a lot of stuff in that Chiefs and Cowboys game for you as well. Next game up, we're going to get to the Bengals and the Ravens. Bengals, we don't know if Burrow's back. Sounds like he wants to play. We'll see if they're going to let him. Ravens favored by a touchdown here at 8:20 Eastern time frame to finish up Thanksgiving Day. Ravens they've been winning games since Lamar's been back. They haven't looked dominant. That's to be expected. I still think he's nursing this thing pretty well on the injury. I think he's still hurt. Not shocked by that. He did come back pretty early from a guy that runs the ball. He's still running around a little bit. The problem with the Ravens is everything has to be so far down the field. He has to hold on the ball forever, and he's been taking sacks, which that does hurt drives every time. Ravens, though, is way we're playing this one. Ravens -0.5 first quarter, 3.5 first half, 7 for the game. Chase Brown, 20-plus receiving yards. Noah Fant, 2+ receptions. Derrick Henry, 18+ rush attempts. Again, I think they get a lead and grind the clock out late. Noah Fant, 14+ receiving yards. DJ Turner, under 3.5 tackles and assists. Derrick Henry, anytime touchdown, second half. Had to play it in a half because the game's getting ridiculous to play it. Mark Andrews, anytime touchdown. Zay Flowers, 5+ receptions. And Knight for the Bengals, under 8.5 tackles and assists. All right, then we'll get to the Black Friday game to finish up this episode for you here. We've got the Eagles and the Ravens. Not the Eagles and the Ravens. Sorry, Eagles and the Bears. Can't look at a damn screen. In Philly. Philly favored by a touchdown. That seems like a lot of points there for an Eagles team that's struggled to put teams away. But the Bears, does anybody else feel – I understand the Bears have won a lot of games. They're leading the NFC North. Does anybody trust them to do anything in the playoffs? It just seems to me like a lot of smoke and mirrors, so to speak, right? So Caleb's throwing, he's never going to be a guy that's going to complete 70% of his passes. I understand that. The run game last week wasn't anything spectacular. The defense every week, even against the Steelers team that doesn't turn the ball over, seem to get like ridiculous turnovers. Can the turnovers continue? Normally when you get that many turnovers, eventually it rears its ugly head when you can't get the odd-shaped ball to go your way. It seems like a lot of points. The total at 44.5 is where we're going, though. We think this game gets over 44.5. I think the Eagles are going to put up maybe 20. Maybe they get to 28 this week. I think they definitely put up 24. That means we need 21 out of the Bears, and we get home in this one. But we do like the over here. Eagles Bears over 7.5 in the first quarter, 21.5 in the first half, 44.5 for the game. This could be. We're either going to get this game's going to be a sweat, or I think this thing could get out of control early, which would be perfect. If the Eagles would be nice enough to score a couple touchdowns early, this is definitely what we're looking for in order to hit this over. And a special teams or defensive touchdown definitely puts us home there as well, we believe. And then player prop wise, Caleb Williams, 212+ passing yards. I don't expect him to be able to run it extremely well. Jalen Hurts, 14+ rush yards in the first half. Loveland, by the way, has been at ATM, and they have not adjusted his line. 30+ receiving yards and 3+ catches. So we'll knock both of those again. Swift, 11+ rush attempts. We expect him to have more than last week. Expect him to be stubborn with that. Odunze, 21+ yards, longest reception. A.J. Brown, we're actually going to play for something on an over rather than an under. What the hell's wrong with us? 5+ receptions. Loveland, 16+ yards, longest reception. And then Jalen Hurts, 36+ yards, longest completion, will wrap up that Eagles-Bears game. So that's going to be Thanksgiving and Black Friday, those 4 games in the NFL. A lot of plays to be made there. Like I said, one of my favorite football days as well, because there's also a Navy-Memphis game, so make sure you watch our college football show that we did put out a couple days ago. So you can check that out. Navy and Memphis playing in that one. So we got 5 football games, no NBA, some college basketball going on for Thanksgiving. And then Black Friday, college football goes crazy. NFL throws a game in there. It's a very exciting weekend, and there's a lot of rivalries in college football. So make sure you check out that college football episode. We will have out the Saturday show for college football here in the next couple days as well to give you all the plays that we've got there, because we have a ton of them. If you're already in the Discord, you've already got them. I do want to thank everybody for watching the show. I greatly appreciate it. If you show a little love by sharing it, turn notifications on, Follow the, subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you a penny to do any of that. Throw down a comment, a like. All of that is appreciative, whether it's my show or any other creator out there. It's always appreciative to see all those. Also, all of our shows brought to you by the world's #1 sports betting app, Outlier. 7-day free trial, still available. A lot of people taking advantage of it, but everybody should at least try it out in the comments section or in the YouTube channel page. And also, private Discord channel. If you like watching the show, all you're going to do is get all of our stuff early, get ahead of line moves, juice moves, get additional cappers in there throwing down plays as well. It's well worth the value. Come in, have some fun, ask some questions of us as well if you need on that one there. So we're here to help you out on that. Check out that Discord link in the comments section or the YouTube channel page. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on our next episode.